Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Time is 4:10 p.m. Yes, Jersey time. Very cold Jersey time, I might add. I woke up this morning, 18 degrees. Now it's up in the low 30s. Supposed to be going in the 40s, 50s tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I got to work. So how am I going to enjoy all of it? All right, we got another hero story here in New Jersey. This one comes out of Newark. And let me just say, Uber drivers are not safe in these sociopaths. Okay, this report at NJ.com. Newark cop charged with sexually touching Uber driver forgot his badge in the car. Police say, uh-oh, oopsie. Here's the story right there. All right, let's find out what this well-trained professional hero was doing while he was out protecting and serving the government and risking our lives. An off-duty Newark police officer charged with sexually touching an Uber driver forgot his badge, police badge, in the back seat of the woman's car, investigators said. Boy, ain't that a bitch, huh? Karan Bell. Well, that name right there, guilty. Karan Bell, 23, and that's another problem. How many times I said we should not be hiring cops for the age of 30? Because we all know in our 20s we act stupid, make bad decisions, and we all know that young men in their 20s have a little problem with their private parts. He was charged with criminal sexual contact after a 36-year-old woman told Kearney police he victimized her on December 11, 2021 during her... Why does it take so long to get this story out? During her shift as an Uber driver, according to the Hudson County prosecutors. You know, the poor lady's out there trying to make a living. She's putting strangers in her car, making $5 delivery, whatever it is, and she's got to get one of these sociopaths. No doubt, she probably thought, because I read in another article, he told her that he was a police officer, she must have felt safe. But boy, she sure learned quick, didn't she? Bell texted the woman after she dropped him off and asked her if he left his police badge in her car, according to an affidavit of probable cause filed by authorities. He also tried to call her twice, but she didn't answer her phone, the affidavit states. Well, the question is, why does he have her phone number? The victim found a silver Newark PD badge in the back seat of her car and turned it over to Kearney police. Newark police went to Kearney and confirmed the badge belongs to Bell, the affidavit states. The woman also identified Bell after investigators showed her a photo lineup, the affidavit states. Detectives tried to interview Bell about the incident, but he declined to answer questions, the affidavit states. Well, he's got some intelligence in his head. The investigators determined that the phone Bell called the victim from was his and that his GPS data showed he was in Mine Hill for the pickup and in Kearney for the drop-off, as is indicated in the Uber app. The woman told police she never met Bell before and that when he entered her vehicle, he asked if he could touch her, authorities said. I'd slam the freaking brakes on and say, get the F out of my car, you jerk. Bell told her to remove her mask and said she was pretty and asked if he could touch her, the affidavit states. He told her he was a police officer. Well, that's the first clue right there. 2 minutes into the drive, he started touching over her clothing and continued for the duration of the ride. The woman told police she never gave Bell permission to touch her and said she was afraid of him because he's a police officer, authorities said. She also said she gave him her number when he asked because she was afraid of him, the affidavit says. I got a feeling there might be more to this story. Bell was arrested by a Newark police officer of professional standards and transferred into the custody of the prosecutor's office. He was released on a summons and is scheduled to appear in court on February 25th. No report as to whether she had a dash cam in her car. People, if you're going to go out there and do Uber ride stuff, put people in your car, you got to put a dash cam in there and so you can keep an eye on things. Because when you get some idiot like this in the car, but you could also get in an accident or something, or get robbed, whatever. You know, you have some kind of record of what's going on. So I'm not buying the thing where she said she gave the cop her number. I mean, she should just give him a phony number. But she gave him the number. So that's the first question I have right there. And I think there's more to this story. But regardless, this cop should not be getting in the Uber car and touching her, and who knows what he was doing himself while he was doing all that. I just find it a little, some question as to why he would just go right out and do that. That's kind of ballsy. I want to say that. There's more to this story. But who knows? You're never going to be sure with these sociopaths. We all know that these bad cops all have problems with their private parts and they can't keep their urges under control. And this is just one story of many that I've done that has to do with sexual misconduct by a police officer. Put the link in the description. You can go read it yourself. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until next time, people.